Welcome everyone to Fighting Tiger Field as the Breckinridge County Fighting Tigers will be taking on the Green Wave of Meade County. Welcome everyone. My name is John Kennedy here with my partner Mike Harned, and we are just about to get things underway here from Fighting Tiger Field, and they are about to do the national anthem, so we will step aside while they take care of that and then set the table for you after this. Here at Fighting Tiger Field as the Green Wave and Tigers get back together after last night's contest in Brandenburg, and they'll see each other for the final time this regular season as the Tigers look for the season sweep after the 7-5 victory over the Green Wave last night. And doing the pitching for Breckinridge County will be Chase Hardesty. Hardesty coming in, this will be his fourth start of the season. He's thrown 21 innings for the Tigers, a 1-2 record with one save on the season, and has posted a 1.33 ERA. And looking for the youngster to throw a whole lot of strikes here tonight, Mike.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of curveballs from him. He's got a really good one. So he's just going to mix in the fastball and try to keep the Green Wave off balance and hit his spots, and he'll pitch to contact, and hopefully Breckinridge County can play some defense behind him and come away with another win.
Defensively for the Tigers, a lot of the same from last night, just a little bit change up defensively. Keon Johnson will start in left field tonight. In center field is Adam Howell. In right field we'll have Camden DeWitt. Along the infield, Jared Harnett over at third base. Cole Proctor, last night's starting pitcher, will be at shortstop. Logan Henning back over at second base. Brett Hinton at first. And Wyatt Burnett, again, back behind the plate doing the catching for the youngster Chase Hardesty. The designated hitter tonight for Breckinridge County will be Lance Poole, as he came up with a couple of big RBIs last night over in Brandenburg for the Tigers.
Yeah, he really stepped in, played well in just his second varsity start, and so he's earned him a spot in the batting order again tonight. So depending on who's pitching, it moves the defense around just a little bit, but with Chase on the mound, that puts you with three seniors around the infield, so a lot of experience there.
And Sumner Crozier will lead things off for the Green Wave. He was the leadoff hitter for him last night, and he'll step in, and we will get this district contest underway with the first pitch from Hardesty, swung on and missed. And at 5 o'clock on the dot, we have a strike on the board.
Crozier went 1 for 4 last night's game with a single.
Next one is across the plate for strike 2. Pops out of the mitt of Wyatt Burnett, but the home plate umpire still awards the strike.
It was a strike. A lot of times umpires won't give it to you if the catcher doesn't catch it, but credit the umpire. He called it the way they were supposed to be.
Tries that breaking ball on the 0-2 count, and it bounces up there for ball 1.
Cole did a nice job last night going deep into the game. He threw 6 2/3 looking for the same type of performance here tonight from Chase.
The 1-2 offering is swung on and missed, and a good start for the youngster Hardesty with a strikeout of the leadoff hitter Crozier.
Chase threw really well down at Davis County. Finished that game out. Of course, he only had to throw 6 innings because we were defeated 2-0. So Davis County did not bat in the 7th. So, but he pitched 6 complete down there, only giving up 2 runs. So he can go deep into a game. And there's another good curveball, swing and miss. Getting a lot of swing and misses here from the top couple of hitters from Meade County.
Chase, a much different pitcher than what they saw last night from starter Cole Proctor, as that breaking ball just misses the inside corner and evens the count at 1.
I think Heiner thought it was going to hit him. He kind of tensed up there like he was just going to take it in the thigh, and it had a late break, almost come across the plate.
1-1 pitch. That one sails out of the zone into the other batter's box, and the count now 2-1. Tigers looking to stretch their district record to 3-1 with a victory tonight, as that ball is swung on and missed by Heiner. Meade County trying to get their district record back to 500, as they'll face off with Hancock County next week, and after those games we'll pretty much know exactly, well, maybe we'll know exactly what the district tournament setup will be in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, still a lot to be decided over the next 7 or 8 days.
Hardesty has the sign, and he delivers, and that one's going to miss the zone, and a 1-out walk will give the Green Wave their first runner of the game. Mike, one thing that you noted last night on the Facebook feed was how much when Meade County got on base, they were very aggressive when they were able to do so.
Yeah, they like to run. That's part of their game plan, is to run the bases, and I think they had maybe 5 steals last night or something like that. So
Heiner with a good lead, but it's bounced right back to Hardesty. To throw to second is not going to be.
Oh, I said they pulled him.
Yeah, it's not going to allow an out there, as it pulled Proctor off the bag. Had a similar situation last night in the bottom of the 7th that pulled the second baseman off the bag before an out could be recorded. And now Meade County with 2 on the throwing error.
Yeah, that should have been a 1-6-3 double play in the inning, and that turns into 2 runners on and 1 out.
First pitch breaking ball over for a strike there. Breck County coming in with a 13-9 record. Meade County at 12-10 on the season. That one low, knocked down by Burnett. Looked like Heiner had a pretty good jump there off of second base. Had already started to retreat back to the bag whenever he noticed the ball kicked out in front of the catcher. He regains his composure, gets back to second base. Hardesty checks the runner at second, and he delivers plateward, and that ball hit into left field, and that's going to get over the head of a leaping Jared Harned. In to score will be Heiner, and just like last night, Meade County first on the board, and they take a 1-0 lead on the RBI single.
Taking advantage of the error is what they did last night. They take advantage of the opportunities that were given. So Breckinridge County is going to have to try to limit the damage here, as that's the first hit in the inning, but that costly throwing error haunts.
Trace Hardesty steps up, and he swings and fouls that one off. Hardesty moved down in the order from last night. He, if I'm remembering correctly, he was batting third last night.
Yeah, I think him and Waters just flip-flop spots in the order.
So Proctor was pretty consistent with a breaking ball to the big guy as he fouls off another one, and that's 2 strikes against the senior Trace Hardesty. So freshman Hardesty pitching, senior Hardesty hitting. Let's see if the youngster can get the better of this battle of the 0-2 offering. Throws one out of the zone. Doesn't get Trace Hardesty to chase that one. And the count goes 1-2. Green Wave with runners at first and second. And one out here in the top of the first. One run across so far. And that breaking ball doesn't get the inside corner and evens the count at 2. Another situation where it looked like it might hit him and it breaks just out of the path of the batter. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss and a big strikeout for the second out of the inning. Came high and tight there, and Trace Hardesty unable to catch up with that one.
Got an opportunity to get out of it with no more damage. If we can find a way to get Bratcher here.
So the righty Aiden Bratcher steps in, has a runner in scoring position at second base with 2 outs.
It's 1 for 3 last night.
First pitch swung on, hit back up the middle.
1 for 1 so far tonight.
Adam Howell fields it quickly. They're going to wave the runner around. It's cut off by Hinton, and after an awkward slide, the runner ends up scoring, and Meade County now with a 2-run lead. Bratcher was looking in the exact spot that pitch was, and he drove it right back up the middle. Defensively, not much more you could do for the Tigers there, as Adam fielded that ball pretty cleanly in center field, made as strong a throw as he could home, but probably a good job there cutting that off by Brett Hinton to keep the runner at second base. So Hardesty trying to get out of this now, only allowing 2 runs, and that first pitch breaking ball is a strike to the opposing pitcher tonight. That's Lucas Hale. Hale steps back in and waits on the 0-1 pitch. And he swings through it and misses. And quickly ahead in the count is Chase Hardesty with an 0-2 count against Lucas Hale.
Big spot here in the game. You don't want to fall behind any more than this with Meade County throwing their ace today.
0-2 pitch.
Ooh.
Meade County is bailing out on that inside breaking pitch, trying to draw a hit by pitch, but doesn't get that one there. 1-2 pitch goes outside and a little bit too far out, and the count now even at 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runs across for Meade County here so far in the top of the first. 2-2 pitch swung on and lifted into left field. Keon Johnson.
Tough play.
Calls off Cole Proctor, but Cole Proctor goes ahead and tries to make the catch, and he does so with sort of an over-the-shoulder catch as head coach Jeremy Bennett holds the hands out asking, what are we doing, guys? But luckily they do get the 3rd out of the inning, and that will retire the side. Meade County puts 2 on the board in the top half of the inning. Breckinridge County coming to bat after these messages. order to the plate, Wyatt Burnett, Cole Proctor, and Brett Hinton, and they will face the ace of the staff for Meade County. It'll be Lucas Hale on the mound for the Green Wave, Mike.
Yeah, the youngster really been one of the surprising pitchers in the region. He's kind of come from nowhere and has really had a good season up to this point. He throws in the low 80s in his fastball and has really taken control of this Meade County pitching staff.
This will be his eighth start of the season as he's thrown 38 1/3 innings. Comes in with a 1.28 ERA, 3-4 record, but not a whole lot of walks issued. Only 16 walks over those 38 1/3 innings with 42 strikeouts.
I think it's a little
bit
credit. Unfair to him, though, if you go completely by the win-loss record, because he's thrown against the better teams. And your ace goes out there and throws against the best of the best. Sometimes they take some close losses. I put more stock into that ERA.
That pitch swung on by Wyatt Burnett and lifted high into the air into left field.
Man, it's
drifting back, and at the fence. That ball is snagged by the left fielder Banks for the first out of the inning. That ball just kept carrying, the wind blowing out a little bit to left field. We've definitely seen windier conditions here at Tiger Field, but that one just kept going. Banks went back on it and was able to snag it for the first out of the inning.
I thought that ball was just going to be routine, and left fielder just kept going back and back and back. He caught it on the warning track.
Cole Proctor last night hit something that was anything but routine with his 3-run home run that I feel like it was still going up as it went towards the trees there in Brandenburg. But he is behind in the count now, 0-2 quickly, as Lucas Hale's pumping the strike zone early.
Hale, just a freshman.
He has his sign and doesn't like it, so he steps off and he's going to reset.
2 freshmen going tonight, 1 for each team on the pitcher's mound.
0-2 pitch to Proctor, lifted into left field.
Now that one's carrying. It's still carrying.
Banks goes back,
and off the fence.
Bounces up against the fence, and Proctor will stroll into second with a 1-out double. This might be an adventure out there in the outfield for them, as anything hit high up in the air is going to drift, and that one, to the benefit for the Tigers, puts the one in scoring position as Brett Hinton now steps to the plate.
I tell you, Jonathan, we watched a lot of games here this year, and like you said, the wind is blowing out a little, but we've seen it blow much harder than that. It just seems like there's a jet stream up there tonight like I haven't seen here before.
First pitch swung on there by Brett Hinton, fouled off.
I mean, it didn't look like that Cole really got everything into that. That was a 2-strike swing. Put a good swing on it for 2 strikes, but it wasn't like he was swinging for the barn.
Hinton takes that one in the turf, and it bounces away from the catcher, and that allows Cole Proctor to move on up to third base, now 90 feet away from putting the first run on the board for the Tigers.
Yeah, these are the scoring opportunities Breckinridge County has to take advantage of. Last night, I think over the first 3 innings, they stranded 6 runners and finally busted through in the 4th, but got to take advantage of these opportunities and get runner on third and 1 out. Find a way to get him home.
1-1 count to Hinton. Swings and fouls that one off into the parking lot, and that'll put him behind 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Surprisingly enough, Meade County continues to play shallow on all 3 outfield positions.
1-2 pitch bounces away from the catcher. Proctor moving on the play, and he's going to score, and the Tigers have cut the deficit to 1. Excellent job there by Cole Proctor to recognize that pitch that kicks away from the catcher, and
pitcher didn't even seem like he really nonchalantly just kind of jogged towards the plate like he knew there wasn't going to be a play. That's going to be a strikeout.
Yeah, Brett tries to hold up on that breaking ball that was out of the zone, but the bat goes around just enough, and he's a strikeout victim for the second out of the inning. So far through the first 3 batters, it looks like the Tigers are ready to swing as soon as they step up into the box. As Jared Harnett steps in, first pitch swinging, lifts it into left field. Left fielder has this one measured and will squeeze it for the 3rd out of the inning. The Tigers answer with a run, and we've completed 1 inning of play. Green Wave 2, Tigers 1. We'll be back with the 2nd inning after these messages. Tiger Field as the Tigers head back out onto the field for defense, and they trail Meade County by a score of 2-1. Chase Hardesty back out there for his 2nd inning of work. He's going to see the 8, 9, and 1 hitters here as Robinson, Knott, and Crozier will step to the plate against him this half inning. The Tigers started a little bit slower defensively over in Brandenburg last night. They allowed a run in each of the first 2 innings, a couple of base runners in each of those innings. But after that, Proctor was able to settle down defensively, had some help defensively. A pretty amazing play over at third base, diving play that both you and I missed, Mike, because of our obstructed view by third baseman Jared Harnett. But after the first couple of innings, they were able to settle down and not allow any runners to reach, and that's what we're looking for here in the 2nd.
Yeah, they had, 3 hits in the first inning or something against Cole, and pretty impressive. But then after that, he settled down, really cruised through the middle part of the game.
Quickly ahead in the count, 0-2 is Hardesty, and throws that one out of the zone for a ball. Robinson steps back in, and the 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball out of the zone, swung on and missed, and the first hitter is retired on a strikeout. 3rd strikeout of the game for Hardesty.
Yeah, other than the 1 walk and the 1 throwing error, Chase has pitched well here early.
Brady Knott steps to the plate now. He reached base a couple of times last night out of the 9-hole, and he takes the first pitch for a strike. Quickly with the ball, and the 0-1 pitch is chopped towards third, but it's out of play. And third base coach fields it and gets it back to Hardesty.
Chase done a nice job this inning. You get ahead in the count. Been ahead 0-2 to both batters thus far this inning.
0-2 pitch. Slap back up the middle, just past the outstretched glove of Hardesty. And Henning fields it at second, throws to first, and just gets the speedy Knott at first base for the 2nd out of the inning.
A couple of these Meade County runners get down the line pretty good.
So 2 away, and back to the top of the order as Crozier will step to the plate, strike out in the 1st. And the first pitch to him swung on and hit into right field, and that's going to fall in front of the right fielder, Camden DeWitt, for a 2-out single.
So nobody hurt with that. 2 outs, nobody on. Give up a little single, and especially with it being on the first pitch of the at-bat. So it doesn't run your pitch count up. Nothing's hurt. Just go to work on this batter. It's the full count walks and things like that hurt the worst, because your pitch count gets up and you're letting folks on base.
Heiner, who worked a walk his last time up, comes to the plate. Came around to score the first run for Meade County. Hardesty throws over again to check on the runner Crozier. 2-1 ball game as Meade County scored 2 in the top half of the first. Breck County answered with 1 of their own in the bottom.
Runner goes.
A pseudo pitch out there. The throw down is just in time. And that will retire Meade County as Wyatt Burnett throws a strike down to second base, and Crozier is tagged out for the third out of the inning. We'll be back for the bottom of the second after these messages. So Camden DeWitt, Lance Poole, and Logan Henning to the plate to face Lucas Hale. Able to get 1 on the board in the bottom of the first after a Cole Proctor double. And he got himself around on a advancing to third on a pass ball and advancing home on another pass ball. And DeWitt steps in, and he takes that first pitch outside for ball 1. DeWitt back into the left-handed batter's box and awaits the 1-0 pitch that comes in a little bit high and tight for ball 2.
Hale throwing a little bit harder, but his control's not quite as good. When he adds 2 or 3 mile an hour to that fastball, he loses control.
That ball swung on and bounced towards second base, up with it, and the throw over in time as Coleman throws to Hardesty to retire DeWitt for the first out of the inning.
Designated hitter Lance Poole.
That'll bring Lance Poole to the plate. Lance started in left field yesterday and had an RBI ground out and a 2 RBI double in an impressive start, his second start of the season. Tonight starting as the designated hitter, and he swings and misses at that first pitch. That one comes a little bit high, almost ducks his head into it.
I think Lance is going to be one of those hitters that's going to be hard to walk him because he likes to swing it.
That pitch swung on and missed. And the count now 1-2.
He gets his money's worth with his swings.
He reminds me of another Poole that we had recently. As far as getting his money's worth, Kobe Poole always got everything he did out of it at bat, as Lance takes that one for a strike, and that's the second out of the inning. Second strike out of the game for Lucas Hale. And that'll bring the senior Logan Henning to the plate. First pitch to Logan is taken low for ball 1.
Oh, Logan had a good night last night, 2 hits. And a walk, so he was actually 2 for 3 last night, and he was 1 for 1 on Monday night, so 3 for his last 4. give the Tiger offense a little spark.
That ball swung through and missed on the 2-0 count. Takes it to 2-1.
A couple of hitters this inning. John's gotten the count to 2-0, and they're looking fastball. Camden rode over on his, and Logan swung through his. So they're getting Lucas Hale into a fastball count. Know that fastball's coming, but they're unable to square it up.
Pretty good pitch there that Logan takes for strike 2, and now the count even at 2. He swings at one on the outside corner and lifts it into right field. The right fielder comes in just a little bit before retreating back a couple of steps, squeezes it, and that will be the third out of the inning. Nothing working for the Tigers in the bottom half of the second. We'll be back for the third after these messages. Third as the Tigers trail 2-1 against the Green Wave of Meade County in the second game of their 2-game series for the season. Tigers already with a 2-1 district record as they split with Hancock County last weekend, and they took the first game against Meade County last night. Looking to try to push that record to 3-1 and give themselves an opportunity to skip out on the opening round of the 11th district tournament and clinch that ticket to the 3rd region tournament. First pitch of the at-bat to Banks is taken low for a ball. Steps back in, and Hardesty working quickly. Comes back on the outside corner and just misses for ball 2.
Try one of those other ones because it's not working.
2-0 pitch goes up the ladder, and Banks gets just a touch of it, but it goes right back into the catcher's glove for strike 1. It was so faint that it couldn't really hear it up here, the foul. That one fouled off to the left side, and now the count even at 2. Freshman Hardesty gets behind 2-0 in the count, able to work it back to an even count now. Banks with a single his last time up.
I think this is Heiner.
Oh, I skipped past. I forgot we threw the runner out to end the last inning. That's right. This is Heiner. He reached on the a walk.
Man.
Not going to reach this time as he swings through that one for a strikeout, and that's the first out of the inning.
And the designated hitter, Alex Waters.
Now we'll bring up Alex Waters. Waters 0 for 1, bounced back to the pitcher the last time, but ended up reaching on the throwing error. And he takes that one outside for a ball. Meade County looking for a first pitch fastball. If they see that, they've typically been swinging that breaking ball they've been laying off of. As that one out of the zone again, 2-0.
Did a nice job last inning of getting ahead in the count. He's fell behind the count a couple times this inning.
And that ball hit sharply into the Tiger dugout. Looked like athletic director Patrick Critchlow down there just narrowly avoiding getting hit by that one. Breaking ball for a call, strike, and rinse repeat from the last at bat. Gets behind 2-0 and evens it up 2-2. And Waters going to call time and step out. Hardesty gets the ball back and the 2-2 pitch. Just gets a piece of it, does the designated hitter Waters, and he'll keep the count at 2-2. After the foul ball is retrieved, the 2-2 pitch.
Good pitch.
Tries to get Waters to chase after that one.
Waters thought he'd been called out there. He was surprised at the umpire didn't call that one a strike.
He gets a reprieve here with full count pitch now. Swing and hit off the hands, and it's going to harmlessly foul or fall in the foul territory there, and we'll do it again. Waters seen a lot of pitches in this at bat as another 3-2 pitch is swung on.
Another one back to the pitcher.
Dribbled back to Hardesty. This time he goes to first base, and Waters is retired on the 1-3 put out for the second out of the inning. So now Nate Banks finally hits.
He had a pretty good hit last inning. He squared one up pretty good.
Memory serves, he jumped right on the first pitch, which was a fastball. This one out of the zone, and
Chase has battled back on all three hitters, but he's fell behind all three hitters this inning. In fact, he's fell behind 2-0 to all three hitters. But up to this point, he's been able to battle back. But what that does is increases your pitch count considerably.
And that was pitch number 50 right there. That gets called a strike.
Yeah, he's on pace to only go probably 5 innings or so. Unlike Proctor, who can go 110, 115, maybe even 120 without much trouble. That's not the type of pitcher that Chase is. Chase throws a high percentage of curveballs and just hasn't gotten the experience.
That breaking ball popped up. Brett Hinton puts his head.
Somebody's get over here.
And it just finds its way out of play. It looked like that one was going to stay in play off the bat, but it travels just beyond the netting there and falls in front of the Meade County cheering section.
Back to the pitchers. Cole, a senior with a lot of pitches under his belt at the varsity level, and Hardesty, just the freshman. Still got a lot of strength to put on over the next couple of years. And
2-2 pitch
hit into center field.
Adam Howell chases after it, and he's going to slide and make the catch. Had a beat on it the whole way, and slides and makes the grab to end the inning and put the green wave away in order. We'll head to the bottom of the third after these messages. As they'll send Adam Howell Keon Johnson and Wyatt Burnett to try to get this game evened up, trailing 2-1 here in the bottom of the third.
I'd like to see Adam find a way to get on with his speed.
He swings and misses.
Looking at first pitch fastball, and he got it. Third baseman playing way in. Not sure why the third baseman is 2 steps in on the green turf.
Adam hasn't shown any reason to think he might bunt as he swings through that one as well. 1-2 count now to the 8th grader. One-two pitch. Takes it away for ball 2, 2-2. Hale gets it back, and the 2-2 pitch is swung through and missed, and Adam Howell is the first out of the inning. That'll bring Keon Johnson to the plate.
Keon Johnson.
Keon not in last night's starting lineup, but did come in as a defensive replacement out in left field for the Tigers. He's first pitch swinging and comes up empty for strike 1.
Yeah, fastball 83, 84 mile an hour is just getting on us. Surprisingly a little quicker than I guess our guys are expecting.
That ball misses, I guess, inside, maybe low, but wherever it was called a ball. 1-1 pitch. Goes up the ladder, and Keon chases after it and comes up empty for strike 2. That high fastball is enticing to the hitter, and he's had a couple of Tigers chase after those tonight. And that fastball is not caught up to, and Keon is the second out of the inning on the strikeout.
Now batting catcher Wyatt Burnett.
Wyatt steps back in for his second at bat. What looked like a routine fly ball to left, drove the left fielder all the way to the warning track his first time.
The first offering here is going to be a call strike.
First pitch curveball, and it was a dandy.
The 0-1 pitch. Another curveball, not quite as crisp with that one, and the count now 1-1.
About a 10 mile an hour difference between the fastball and the curveball.
Wyatt standing in the back of the batter's box, waits on the 1-1 pitch, and that fastball is outside, and ball 2. Catcher set up on the outside corner. It went over the striping there of the left-handed batter's box. And he drops a breaking ball on him. The catcher thought it was strike 3, but it's strike 2, and the count now 2-2.
Yeah, the catcher was all confused because if it was strike 3, it had been the third out of the inning. He's coming up ready to fire to third base.
2-2 pitch to Wyatt, swung on and dribbled towards third. Third base coach Colton Masterson gets a hand on it, but
slows it down.
Error on the coach, but that'll allow Wyatt to have another shot there at 2-2 count here with 2 outs in the bottom of the third. Hale spikes that one.
Good at bat here by Wyatt.
After 2 strikeouts to start the inning, Wyatt seeing some pitches here from the starter. Full count offering. Swung on, might have been ball 4, but he gets just a piece of it to stay alive.
Maybe too close to take, though. I mean, he's fouling off a questionable pitch to either try to get something hit harder or something that's definitely out of the zone.
Another full count pitch.
Go. Good at bat.
Breaking ball taken out of the zone, and Wyatt Burnett will trot on down to first base. And that will see Isaac Seeger come out of the dugout to replace Wyatt over there at first base as a courtesy runner.
May see if try to get Meade County in a count that you think you are fairly certain the curveball is coming. That would be the pitch that Isaac would try to steal second base on, get into scoring position.
First pitch, fastball misses. Threw a first pitch curveball to Wyatt earlier. I kind of thought if he was going to throw one, may try to surprise everybody with it on the first pitch again, but comes fastball and misses.
He just missed it. Got under it.
Fastball popped up, right fielder charging in, but second base is going to take control, squeeze it, and that is the third out of the inning. The Tigers get a runner on, but they're unable to score. Green Wave 2, Tigers 1. We'll head to the fourth after these messages. Enter the top of the fourth inning. Meade County with a 2-1 lead. Meade County with 2 runs on 3 hits so far with no defensive errors. The Tigers with 1 run on 1 hit, and they've committed 1 defensive miscue, and that at this point helped fuel the 2-run inning that Meade County had in the top of the first. Chase Hardesty's back at it. He struck out the other Hardesty the last time they met. And the first pitch is a breaking ball that skips past the catcher for ball 1. Steady diet of breaking balls to Trace Hardesty yesterday from Cole Proctor. And
yeah, he did.
He's doing the same thing, getting the same thing tonight from Chase Hardesty as Trace chases that one for strike 1.
Must have been called high because it split the plate.
Yeah, I'm thinking the umpire may have got crossed up on that just like I did. It appeared to be right down the middle, but the taller first baseman doesn't get the call against him, and now a 3-1 count for him. Hardesty comes set, and that fastball hit towards third. A diving attempt there by Jared Harned comes up empty, and a leadoff single off the bat of Trace Hardesty has Meade County with a runner aboard.
Now by the catcher, Aiden Bratcher.
Aiden Bratcher with a sharp hit his last time up comes to the plate.
Be a pinch runner.
Yep, looks like number 10, Bennett Hobbs, will come in to run for Hardesty. Hardesty will likely re-enter in the bottom half of the inning or when his spot comes back up in the order. So a runner on first, nobody out. And the first pitch to Bratcher is bunted on. Hardesty's going to field it from the pitching position, throw to first baseman Brett Hinton, and they'll retire Bratcher on the 1-3 sacrifice. And after the ball that he stung back in his first at bat, you're kind of okay taking that one.
Yeah, man. sacrificing to put a lot on the bottom of the lineup here. Is going to depend on 7, 8, and 9 in the lineup to get that run home.
Lucas Hale steps in and waits on the first pitch from Hardesty, and he pops it up, and it's going to find its way out of play for strike one. Looked like he got that one off the end of the bat, but it finds its way into the crowd here for strike one. Hardesty now looking at the runner at second and offers the 1-0 pitch, or the 0-1 pitch, and it's taken low for a ball. Hardesty looks in for the sign from his catcher, Wyatt Burnett, and the pitch breaks out of the zone for ball two.
I'm not sure if he's calling those low or outside, because from here it looks right at the bottom of the kneecaps on the outer half.
Chase has been pretty consistent in that spot. If he's missed just about right there. That ball hit into left field. Keon Johnson's going to come over and field it, but that's going to allow the runner to score from second. And so the sacrifice bunt ends up working out for Meade County as Lucas Hale deposits a hit into left field, and now Meade County with a 3-1 lead.
Now batting third baseman Max Robinson.
Looks like a courtesy runner. Josiah Pierce will head over to first base to run for Hale.
That's a courtesy there, so the pinch runner that just scored, he's done for the game. Most likely, unless he comes in as a defensive replacement, which we don't expect that to happen.
They show bunt. The throw is not going to be quite in. The throw was in time, but on the other side of the bag, Proctor tried to reach across to lay the tag on, but the field umpire says that the runner got the hand in before the tag, and a stolen base there by Pierce puts him in scoring position.
Yeah, I think if the throw's on the first base side of second, probably got him.
So now Robinson still showing bunt, and a little more awkward of a bunt attempt on that one as the ball was breaking in towards him. Still tried to bunt at it, and the count now even at 1. Ended up pulling his bat back on that first pitch.
Or the umpire said he did. I thought he attempted at it myself.
1-1 pitch bunted at, and that's going to roll foul. And now 2 strikes and a ball against the hitter Max Robinson. Josiah Pierce stands at second, the courtesy runner for Lucas Hale. Hale delivers an RBI single for Meade County here in the top of the inning to give them a 3-1 lead. And starter Chase Hardesty trying to keep that deficit at 2 as the 1-2 pitch is just outside. Wyatt had set up on the outside corner, and it looked like that pitch may have run back towards the outside corner, but again taken and called a ball. 2-2 pitch.
Yes, sir.
That's got to be a call. Strike 3 as the home plate umpire with a little shimmy of a strikeout call.
Now batting center fielder Brady Knott.
And that's the second out of the inning, and the 9-hitter Brady Knott, who was just thrown out by Hare at first base his last time up, comes to the plate. Not only do you want to get the third out of the inning here, but you want to keep them from rolling over to the top of their order with runners on base. And Hardesty throws a first pitch for a called strike. Hardesty comes set, and that pitch is smacked towards the third base coach foul, and quickly ahead is Chase Hardesty 0-2.
Just got to stay away from the big innings. Give them one this inning, so we just got to get this out and keep it at a 2-run deficit.
The 0-2 pitch.
Good pitch.
Ooh. Hits the spot. The spot was on the outside corner, and the umpire does not give him the call, and we'll try it again with a 1-2 count. Excellent pitch there on the outside corner. Doesn't get the hitter to chase. That ball hit towards third. Harned able to knock it down, smothers it, but that's going to allow both the runner from second to advance to third, and allows not to reach, as Harned was unable to field that cleanly. Almost had a chance to pick it up and recover and maybe tag the runner coming to third, but the runner gets there and is able to stay on the bag. And now runners on the corner for the leadoff hitter, who is 1 for 2 on the game. Sumner Crozier comes to the plate. They throw over to first base, seeing if there's any kind of play on. Trying to draw a throw to score a run possibly, but nothing just yet. First pitch swinging, popped up towards third base. Harned drifting back on it, and he squeezes it this time. And a big out to get the Tigers out of the jam and limit it to only 1 run for Meade County. Meade County with a 3-1 lead over the Tigers. They'll come to bat in the bottom of the 4th after these messages. In the bottom of the 4th is a trail 3-1 against the Meade County Green Wave. They'll send 3, 4, and 5 to the plate here to hit Brett Hinton, Jared Harned, and Camden DeWitt, as the Tigers have only collected 1 hit so far off the starter, Lucas Hale.
Yeah, Hale's been efficient and kept his pitch count down and held the Tigers to only 1 run, or 1 hit and 1 run.
First pitch breaking ball called outside.
Probably feels like he should have a 0 spot up on the board, but a couple of wild pitches is.
And Hale gets a very generous called strike there. Looks like the inside corner is getting called a little bit more often than that outside corner is. Brett Hinton swings on that 1-1 pitch and fouls it straight into the turf. And the count now 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch tries to go way up the ladder, and Brett lays off of that one to even the count at 2. Two-two pitch swung on and hit.
And that one might find grass. Get down, ball.
It's going to fall in front of the left fielder. And Brett Hinton with a leadoff single, as that ball placed perfectly in between the left fielder, center fielder, and shortstop. Nobody could get there. And the Tigers starting the inning off well with a hit. Tigers looking to get a couple runs here. Jared Harned now at the plate. Runners at first. And the first pitch is a fastball for a called strike. Jared first pitch swinging the last time up. Probably talked himself into, I'm not going to swing at the first one no matter what it is. And he swings at that one, rolls it over towards the third baseman. Third base picks it up and makes the throw over, and it pulls Hardesty off the bag, but he is able to apply the tag. And they get Harned at first, but Brett Hinton moves up to second base. So one away. And while not officially a sacrifice, it does do at least some positive work for the Tigers as it gets somebody into scoring position. And that'll bring a little conference between the catcher and the pitcher there as we have a runner now at second base trying to get the signs squared away. And while they do that, the Tigers are going to make a change of runners there.
It's Leland Board, I think.
A little bit more speed out there now at second base as Leland Board takes the place of Brett Hinton. And so now anything hit out in the outfield could possibly put a run on the board for the Tigers. The lefty Camden DeWitt steps in, and he takes that first pitch out of the zone for ball one. Third base playing about a step in front of the bag, about where the artificial turf cutout is. First base about even with the bag. So not expecting too much of a bunt, but in position just in case they see it. DeWitt swings through the 1-0 offering, and now the count even at 1-1. One ball, one strike, one out here in the bottom of the fourth. The pitch to DeWitt, swung on and lifted to the left side, but that's going to find its way out of play. And now 2 strikes against DeWitt.
Probably in a curveball count here, so possibility of one getting away from the catcher. Leland's got to be aggressive.
Okay. That one gets away, and DeWitt runs down to first, but they will make the throw there in time. Board does move up to third base as the curveball snuck under the glove of the catcher.
Now batting designated hitter Lance Poole.
So while it doesn't get the run home, it does allow that any pass ball might score a run for the Tigers as Lance Poole steps in.
Yeah, it brings the wild pitch into play a little bit here.
First pitch to Poole. Swung on and hit into left field. And it's going to get by the left fielder. Going to go to the fence. Poole rounds first. He heads to second.
Hold him.
And he's going to truck into second base with an RBI double. And another big hit from the young kid, Lance Poole.
Now batting second baseman Logan Henning.
This is somebody that's been looking for an opportunity this season. Coach Bennett gives him an opportunity this week, and he has done nothing but show that he has earned it.
Good speed out there, so just some type of a base hit right here will do the job.
So the Tigers have pulled it within one now and looking to put some more on, and a breaking ball first pitch called strike to the senior Logan Henning. Shortstop playing close to the bag as, again, the catcher and the pitcher are going to talk this one over.
I think the left fielder took a poor angle on that. Thought there for a second he looked like he was tracking it.
That ball just kind of kept carrying in the air a little bit and
got all the way to the fence.
So now Logan trying to give the Tigers a chance to tie things up here. As he swings
on, Logan.
and bleeds one to the right side, but the second baseman is going to sneak over there and make the catch to retire the side. But the Tigers put another run on the board, and they inch just a little bit closer. We've got a 3-2 ball game. We'll be back with the fifth inning after these messages. Completed 4 innings of play here at Tiger Field, and Meade County with a 3-2 lead over the Fighting Tigers. And the 2, 3, and 4 hitters for Meade County will come to the plate to face Chase Hardesty here in the top of the 5th. Meade County with a run in the top of the 4th. The Tigers able to answer in the bottom half of the inning. And Gavin Heiner will lead things off for the Green Wave as he steps in and waits the first offering, which is a breaking ball that's called outside for a ball.
Breckinridge County staying in this one.
1-0 pitch as a call strike and evens it up at 1.
Breckinridge County gave up 2 in the top of the 1st and answered with 1 in the bottom of the 2nd. And after a couple of scoreless innings, give up 1 in the 4th and get that one back. So still trail 3-2, but give yourself a chance over the final 3 innings.
2-1 pitch. Hardesty, if he is missing, he is just missing on those. You know, a lot of times if a young pitcher is out of the zone, they are way out of the zone. He is just missing off those corners. 3-1 pitch ripped down the left field line, and it's going to find its way all the way to the fence. Heiner rounds first and jets towards second and takes a little bit of a looked like he was going to take a little bit of a turn, but he plants himself securely at second base with a leadoff double. Those little pitches on the outside corner that Hardesty not getting called for a strike when it comes to a 3-1 count has to give something a little bit more hittable, and Heiner recognized that and jumped all over it for a leadoff double. And the Tigers going to send
Caden Coombs.
Yeah, Caden Coombs, who came in last night to finish things off for the Tigers. He's rushing down to the bullpen, and head coach Jeremy Bennett's going to take a slow walk out to the mound to talk to his right-handed starter and give Coombs a little bit of time to try to get that arm loosened up. So Nate Waters will come to the bat. He's 0 for 2, but reached on a fielding error the first time, has hit a couple of soft ground balls back to the pitcher. And then we'll see Banks and Hardesty after that, both of which have had a hit for Meade County on the evening. 6 hits for Meade County so far to the Tigers 3. The meeting concludes as Heiner heads back to second base, the runner for Meade County. And Alex Waters will step into the batter's box. Designated hitter hitting for the second baseman, Darren Coleman. Shows bunt and lays it down the third base line. Harned has to field it, picks it up and throws it across, and they're going to call him out as Logan Henning had to go down and catch it right before it bounced. In a little bit awkward way that he caught it, but nonetheless kept his foot on the bag, and that's one out as Heiner moves up to third base.
Well, Brett came charging, and I think Logan got caught a little bit closer to second base holding the runner, so he had to sprint to get to first base.
And
he squared there.
Yeah. I don't know if that may have been a safety squeeze or what, but good speed down there at third base. We'll see if he does it here again. He doesn't square and swings at a pitch out of the zone to even the count at 1-1.
So Logan had to sprint to get to first base. Jared came up with it clean, but he double pumped to give Logan enough time to get to first base. And Logan, nice job on the low throw to get the runner by a step.
Nate Banks swings and fouls that one off, and now they'll count 1-2. Big pitch here for Hardesty as that ball is hit into left field, and that is going to plate another run for Meade County. Banks is going to make his way around first and head into second base. And the Green Wave now with a 4-2 lead. A 1-2 pitch that caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Hung a curveball there.
First baseman Trace Hardesty.
And Nate Banks deposited. He hits it into left field. And Trace Hardesty will step to the plate. Single the last time up and was pulled out for a pinch runner. And now was reinserted in the last half inning defensively. And he takes that breaking ball for a ball one. Hardesty looks in. And the pitch misses out of the zone again. As Hardesty inching closer to that 90 pitch mark, now setting currently at 86 or at 85.
I'd say that this is a call from the dugout telling Wyatt to go out and talk to Chase, give Caden a couple extra pitches in the bullpen.
So the meeting breaks up as Wyatt makes his way back behind home plate. And the at bat between the Hardesties will continue here with a 2-0 count. The pitch, that's going to be a call strike on the outside corner. Chase Hardesty back with the ball. And the 2-1 pitch comes inside, swung on and missed. And now evens the count at 2-2. Came inside with a fastball. And Trace Hardesty unable to catch up with it. 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball rolled over towards short. Cole Proctor with it is going to throw across to first base. Brett Hinton stretches out and makes the grab. The runner will advance to third base, but now 2 outs in the inning as Aiden Bratcher will come to the plate. Bratcher with a hit on the game and a sacrifice bunt his last time up.
Good pitch there. Like to see Chase get out of this inning. If he could just go 5 complete, giving up just the 4, gives his team a chance.
0-1 pitch,
yep.
Breaking ball.
Yep, all over it.
Whew.
That was
not getting that call. And evens the count at 1-1. That ball lifted to the right side, and the Tigers will get a strike on that one. And now 1-2. Hardesty back with the ball, and the 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball hit towards Cole Proctor, and he leaps and makes the grab. Well-timed jump by the shortstop. Stabs it out of the air, and the third out is recorded, and it keeps the Green Wave off the board again. But Meade County able to put one on the board. They'll take a 4-2 lead into the bottom of the fifth. We'll be back after these messages. In the bottom of the fifth, as they trail 4-2, a ball that looked like it had left center field destined written all over it, snagged out of the air there by Cole Proctor to end that last half of inning and save another run from scoring for Meade County and keep this deficit only at a 2-run situation. Breck County will send the 8, 9, and 1 hitters to the plate here in the inning as they try to claw back into this one once again and answer the bell.
Fielder
Adam Howe, Keon Johnson, and then back to the top of the order with Wyatt Burnett. And this would be a perfect time for the Tigers to get some production from the 8, 9, 1 hitters as Howe shows bunt and pulls it back for a strike. Not sure if he was looking to maybe bunt for a hit or try to surprise everybody, but the first and third baseman were both playing in. And he pulled the bat back on a pitch that was a easily called strike, and then another called strike on the outside corner. A call that has not been very consistent on both sides. And Adam Howell now behind 0-2. He throws the bat out there and fouls that one back into the netting for another chance at an 0-2 count. For the Tigers, looks like Caden Coombs in the on-deck circle as that ball is slapped towards second. Coleman going to field that one and throw over to Hardesty in time to record the first out of the inning. And we will see a pinch hitter for the Tigers. Caden Coombs will come in to hit in place of Keon Johnson. And more than likely, this will also see Caden come into the game to probably pitch in the next half inning as he was warming up in the bullpen. Tigers have sent Brett Hinton down to the bullpen as well to get his arm loose just in case as well. So the lefty Coombs steps in, and he's first pitch swinging and hits that into left field. And it's fair ball. It rolls all the way to the fence, and first pitch swinging is Caden Coombs, and he finds himself on second base with one out. So the Tigers looking for some production from the bottom of the order. They go to a pinch hitter there, and Caden Coombs delivers as he slices one into the left field corner. And a runner in scoring position with one out as the top of the order comes to the plate, and Wyatt Burnett. Wyatt with a long fly out his last time up, or his first time up, walked the last time. These are the batters the Tigers want with runners in scoring position. as Hale goes outside and misses with the fastball. That was called a strike 2 batters ago, but this time doesn't get the call.
This probably got to be our inning right here. We need to put a couple on the board.
Top of the 5th was when the Tigers did most of their damage last night, scoring 5 runs in that inning. Looking for the same here as Wyatt swings through that breaking pitch, and the count now even at 1-1.
Really, this is the key batter of the inning, I think, John, because if Wyatt gets on, they have to pitch to Cole. If they were able to retire Wyatt, they can pitch around Cole or intentionally walk him or whatever. So if we can find a way to get Wyatt on base, make them pitch to Cole, just give him a chance.
Hale with the pitch. That ball swung on and hit in the air into center field, but not deep enough. The center fielder grabs it, and Wyatt Burnett is retired for the second out of the inning.
Cole may not get anything to hit.
Shortstop, Cole Proctor.
2 outs for the Tigers and first base open over there. Got to imagine that they're going to stay away from
I'll
Cole
be surprised
Proctor.
if they even throw him a pitch. It looks like they're going to pitch to him. Surprisingly enough, I figured they just put up 4 fingers and tell him to go to first base.
Hale steps off, but
and they may try to get him to chase something here.
Well,
and here comes the pitching coach.
They're going to call time.
Still yet might put him on. Or this may be a simple conversation. Do not throw a strike. If he wants to chase something out of the zone, then we'll try to get him out that way. But do not give him anything to hit. And I think the conversation here is, what do you think about just putting him on?
Should be a fairly quick conversation, I'd think, but nonetheless, it looks like he's going to take all the time that they allow him talking to his.
Sometimes you'll see a pitcher just maybe throw a couple curveballs in the dirt just to see if he'll be over anxious and get himself out, so to speak. And if that doesn't work after 2 pitches, because in high school baseball you don't even have to do the pitch out. You just say, I want to put him on.
With the way the order is shaping up for the Tigers, if it comes around the 7th inning and the Tigers need to hit, it looked like Proctor would be close to in line. That pitch is swung on and hit high into the air into right field, but still not enough distance on it. And the right fielder squeezes it for the 3rd out of the inning. We've completed 5 innings of play. Meade County 4, Breckinridge County 2. We'll be back after these messages. And I'm going to pass things off to my partner, Mike Harnett. He'll take you the rest of the way home.
All right, so JK's got another commitment that he's got to make good on, so we will roll solo here the rest of the way. As got a pitching change for Breckinridge County as Caden Coombs takes over on the mound. Looks like quick glance around the way. It looks like Lance Poole does go into left field where Keon Johnson was previously. Keon was pitch hit for by Coombs. And so Poole, who started the game as the designated hitter, now moves in defensively into left field. And Coombs, the curveball specialist, takes over on the mound. So Meade County has seen a lot of curveballs already from the Fighting Tigers starter Hardesty, and they're getting ready to see a lot more from the reliever Coombs. So that will close the book on the freshman Chase Hardesty as he goes 5 complete, gives up 4 runs on 7 hits. And quick glance down, there's 1, 2, 3, 5 strikeouts over 5 innings. So there, Breckinridge County got a little spark from Caden Coombs there with a 1-out double. Brought up Wyatt Burnett. And he hit a fly ball to center, just got under it just a little bit, and then after a quick mound visit by the Meade County assistant coach, deciding how they were going to try to attack Proctor, Cole jumped on the first pitch and hit a fly ball to right field. It just didn't carry. The ball's not carrying to right the way that it has been carrying to left. First pitch is a curveball called for a ball. Second pitch is a fastball called for a strike, so evens count 1-1. Coach Jeremy Burnett will have to give some thought to what he's going to do tomorrow as far as pitching goes. Got a home game here tomorrow against a very good DeSales team out of Louisville. Have a 17-8 record on the year. We have beat them earlier in the year. Going to have to hurry. Ground ball to second base. Logan Henning charges, makes a good throw on to Hinton to record the out. So good start for Coombs. As I was saying, DeSales 17-8 on the season. And one of those 8 losses is to Breckinridge County. Noah Campbell will be the pinch hitter here as he will be hitting in the place of Max Robinson. Robinson 0 for 2 tonight with 2 strikeouts. So pinch hitter here in the 6th, and we'll see if Robinson checks back in defensively. And quickly behind the count is Coombs, 2 balls and no strikes. That pitch is hit on to second base. Logan Henning up with that one cleanly. It's a strong throw over. No problem there to record the second out of the inning. Now Brady Knott steps in as he is 0 for 2 with a ground out to second and a hard hit ground ball to third that was misplayed. One of 2 errors in the game for the Fighting Tigers. That one's hit in the air, shallow to right center field. Adam Howe calls it, makes the catch. So a quick inning there for Coombs. 1-2-3 inning there as we were at the bottom of their lineup. So he puts them down on 8 pitches. But Breckinridge County is down to their final 6 outs, and they trail 4-2 headed into the bottom of the 6th inning. With you here as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning in a ball game that's gone by fairly quickly. We've only been playing about an hour and 25 minutes. And first pitch curveball called for a strike. It'll be Brett Hinton, Jared Horner, and Camden DeWitt. As it's getting late, Breckinridge County needs to put some runs on the board. Another curveball. Both of those called strikes, but both of them appeared inside from where we're at. So that's going to be a hard pitch to hit. As that one's spun up there and hits the carpet and spins away from the catcher for ball 1. As Hinton's getting a steady diet of curveballs. Catcher sets up outside. Tries to surprise him there with a fastball, but it's high. 2-2. That's Hinton, the leadoff batter here in the 6th. As Hinton does a good job of fouling off that curveball to extend his at bat. Count remained 2-2. No outs as we play here in the bottom of the 6th. Hinton liked the looks of that one. That was an 82-mile-an-hour fastball. I'm really surprised that he saw a fastball there. He put a pretty good swing on it, so he may get ready to see another wrinkle here. And he does, and he's hit back up the middle. Shortstop ranges over, makes the throw across in plenty of time to record the first out of the 6th.
Now batting third baseman, Jared Hornet.
So Jared Harney will step in for his third at bat as he flew out to left field and grounded out to third base. 0 for 2 tonight. Hit everything to the left side as he takes his third look at the youngster Lucas Hale. Takes a pitch down low at 83 miles an hour. Hale stayed consistent. He's still throwing that fastball about the same here in the 6th as he did in the 1st. There's a ball 2. So Jared's got him in a fastball count. 2 balls, no strikes. Look fastball here and be on time. And he got a fastball, but it was upstairs. 3 balls and no strikes. Trailing by 2 in the 6th, so he's probably got a take sign here. And that one, a strike called, maybe not any other time other than 3-0 because it looked high, but you sometimes get strikes called with 3-0 count. You don't get any other time. As Jerry gets another fastball and fouls that one back, so we go from 3-0 to 3-2 fairly quickly. So now you got to look for anything. Be ready for the fastball. But Hale has a lot of confidence in his curveball. Harnett drives that one to right field. And a sliding catch made by the right fielder. As that one drifted away a little bit towards the line, but the right fielder went to a slide and made a nice defensive play. So hard contact with 2 strikes, but nothing to show for it. And now 2 outs, nobody on here in the 6th. As that pitches a fastball outside. And the pitch again outside, so another 2-0 count. Hale falling behind the hitters here, but able to battle back. So he fell behind 3-0 to Harnett and came back to a 3-0 or 3-2 count and got him to fly out to right. 2-0 count to DeWitt, and he comes back with a called strike on a fastball at the knees. There's a fastball up and out. DeWitt now ahead 3-1. Oh, might have swung at ball 4 right there. That pitch looked down and in and just got a piece of it, fouled it off the turf, and it got a piece of the umpire down around the ankle or so. So now count is full. Pitch is fouled off to the left side. So Fighting Tigers putting a couple of good at bats together here, but nothing to show for it. There's a ball that's weakly tapped to second base, fielded cleanly, and the toss over, and that will retire the side. As a 1-2-3 inning there for Lucas Hale. And as we head to the 7th and final inning of play, Breckinridge County trails 4-2. We're back here for the top of the 7th inning, and Meade County will send top of their lineup as a weak pop-up to third base. And Jared Harned retreats into short left field and puts that one away. So 1 pitch, 1 out here in the top of the 7th as the leadoff man, Sumner Crozier, pops out to third base. Now Heiner, who's doubled, walked, and struck out for Meade County in this one. Takes a curveball high for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Caden Coombs' pitch looks good from here, but called a balls. 2 balls and no strikes. As Coombs is in the windup. There's a good curveball. And Heiner barely gets a piece of it. Weakly dribbles off to the right side in foul territory. Make the count 2-1 with 1 out at the top of the 7th. Scoreboard reads 4-7-0 for Greenway, 2-4-2 for the Tigers. And home plate umpires done a pretty good job overall, I would say, but he's kind of struggled here the last couple of innings. Become very inconsistent. Over the first 4 or 5, I thought he did a really nice job. There's a fly ball hit into center field. Hal has to go back. Now he comes in and puts it away. So 2 outs and nobody on here in the 7th.
Now batting designated hitter Alex Waters.
Looking ahead, Breckinridge County will send up Poole, Henning, Howe. If anybody gets on, Coombs in the bottom of the 7th. Got to get one more out first, though. As Coombs fires, and Waters fouls it off to the right side. Coombs had a perfect inning back in the 6th and is retired the first two guys here in the 7th. So 5 up, 5 down since Coombs entered the game. Good curveball. A little low. Even the count at 1. Coombs winds, fires. One hopper to shortstop. Nice play by Proctor, but the throw was up the line and pulls Hinton off the bag, and Hinton tried to sweep tag. And was unable to do so as that ball was hit hard. One hop to Proctor. He's playing deep. Had to get rid of it quickly. And the throw was up the line, and Hinton came off the bag, fielded the throw, made the sweep tag, but the runner was already passed. So that'll, on the scoreboard, the official scorekeeper giving it E5 or E6. I'm sorry, E6 on the throw from Proctor. So Waters on for the 2nd time today by way of errors. He's been on twice, but he actually 0 for 4. So that'll bring up Nate Banks. Banks, a big day today as he is 2 for 3. Single, double, and a fly to center field. And that curveball breaks under his bat for a swinging strike 1. Defense has played just a little to Poole. Center fielder Howe is over on the third base side of the second base bag. So there's a lot of room there in right center. Coombs comes set. There he goes, the runner, and it's a foul ball. As Meade County loves to run, and when they loved even more so to run when they get a curveball. Much harder for the catcher to make a play on. But Coombs is one pitch away from getting out of it. And here's the pitcher runner. Does not go this time. Weak swing. That's a swinging strike. So Coombs, nice job coming in relief, holding the Green Wave right where they were when he came in. So he pitches 2 scoreless innings. But the Breckinridge County down to their final 3 outs. Now or never. As Lucas Hale heads back out to try to finish it for Meade County. And we'll have the conclusion of this one when we come back. As Breckinridge County has got to score at least 2 here to have a chance at winning this game.
Left fielder Lance.
And they'll need production from the bottom of their lineup in order to get that done, as at least 2 runners will have to get on before we can roll it over to the hitters at the top. So Lance Poole stands in, and he's takes the first pitch outside for ball 1. This Poole has had a big couple of nights against. He swung at ball 2 right there, a pitch that was up around his shoulders. As he's got a big double in this game. Had a big double in last night's game. As Lance is what's known as a big reward guy. He swings hard. If he makes contact, he usually drives it a long way. His freshman game last weekend, he hit a home run out of here, but not much on that ball. And that one hit the center field, and it hangs up. The center fielder makes a play on it as Lance put a good 2-strike swing on that one. But it was just right at the center fielder. If it's hit either way in either gap, that one's down. But it hung up, and the center fielder made a nice play on it. So Fighting Tigers now down to their last 2 outs. And that one's hit down the right field line, and it's drifted foul. Man, I thought off the bat that one looked like it had a chance to be a big hit for us, but it just a little bit foul down the right field line. So Logan Henning fly out to right and a pop out to second. Today's game. Breckinridge County only 4 hits in the game. Ground ball to third. Third baseman's up with it. And a wild throw to first. And Logan will reach on the air on the throw from the third baseman. So there's one of the runners that we needed.
Now batting Jonah Miller.
And it looks like Jonah Miller will pinch hit for Adam Howe. Jonah was the designated hitter in last night's game. As Jonah takes a healthy cut at that one. Not sure why the third baseman is playing in. If this was a 1-run game, you might consider sacrificing. But you can't give away outs here. And that runner at first is only 1 of 2, so I can't see any scenario whatsoever where Breckinridge County would be bunting here, but the third baseman is playing way in like he's playing bunt. So if Jonah can hit something hard down the third base. So there's called strike 2. Breckinridge County trying to find a way to get one more runner on base. Breckinridge County can get 2 runners on. That ensures that at least Wyatt Burnett comes up. One of the top hitters on the year. That one's inside, so ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Logan has to be conservative over there at first base. Can't take a chance on the base pass when you're down 2 in the 7th inning. There's a swing and a miss. Fighting Tigers now down to their last out, and that will be in the hands of Caden Coombs as he comes through with a big double down the left field line. Last at bat after checking in as a pinch hitter. Just trying to find a way to get on, and that one skips to the backstop. Ball 1. Coombs, he could just find a way maybe to draw a walk. Anything. get hit by a pitch, he'll do about anything at this point just to get on base and turn the lineup over. Give Wyatt an opportunity to drive in a couple runs. Catcher sets up outside, and Coombs swings through that one. Good fastball there at 82, even the count 1-1. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. Fighting Tigers trail 4-2. The pitch called strike 2. Meade County fans getting loud. They know they're 1 strike away from evening the season series with Breckinridge County. Breckinridge County won last night 7-5. The pitch is outside, but not by much, as Lucas Hill was already heading to the dugout. He thought that he had just rung up Caden Coombs. Probably too close to take there, but we got by with that one. Wouldn't take another one there. That one's upstairs, so now it runs the count full. One more wild one, and we'll take our chances. Big pitch right here. And here it is. And it's fouled off. Coombs did a nice job of keeping his head down on it and putting the bat on it right there. As Wyatt has hit the ball hard tonight. So you'd like to give him one more shot at it. The pitch. It's ground ball to second base. Fielded cleanly. Thrown over. Out recorded. Ball game over. As Meade County is able to even up the season series at 1 after Breckinridge County wins last night. But Meade County comes back and wins 4-2 tonight. So we'll be right back to wrap it up.